to Usher to Michael Jackson. Just
Oh, I love it.
all my friends are here.
Man, it's just so great. Belisa made these up for all of us. So I'm
Yeah,
so familiar. It's so great. It's so
yeah.
great.
Oh man, I'm so excited to have you both here. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I have the pleasure of sitting down with executive producers Kevin Abbott, Pamela Fryman. Happy's Place is what we're talking about. And Kevin, I want to start with you. At what point, and let me just start by saying congratulations on season two.
Thank you.
This is not an easy thing to do to bring a dream come true to life. But for you, at what point did you know that Happy's Place had real staying power?
I'll let you know when it happens. Uh, here's the thing. I felt it once we cast it, really. I mean, I felt like the cast, because we did chemistry readings. Reba did chemistry readings with all the cast members, which not every star will do. So I really appreciated that to make certain that, if they're playing opposite her, they could hold their own, and they all can. When we saw them the first during the pilot and just the way they interacted and the dynamics, it was like, yeah, there's something here. These people resonate with each other. Even when they're not speaking, they're resonating with each other. It just kind of worked. And I've seen that on a few shows I've worked on where it all kind of clicked. You really, and the only, uh, I would say, if this was 15 years ago, I'd be going, well, we're going to be on forever. Uh, it's just the television landscape now. I have no idea what they want, how they want it, what they want us for. So what I do know is that we can tell as many stories as they'll let us tell, and we're not going to run out. But this is you work on shows, and there's some groups that click, and there's some groups that don't. That kind of, but maybe not. And
Right.
this one's a clicker. This one was a clicker from the get
Absolutely.
go.
Definitely a clicker. Pamela, for you, what excites you the most being an executive producer of this series?
What excites me most starts on Wednesday mornings when we read a new script. Truly, it's what Kevin was saying about this cast is just so true. I mean, they are not only are they great at what they do, but as people, like I hang out with them all week and we have a really good time. And Reba sets the tone for sure. She's just magnificent in every way. But not only do we have fun, we work. Like we come in and we rehearse and we rehearse, and they really love to rehearse. And they really like to get it right. And they really like to make it sound silly, but they want Kevin to be proud. Like he's worked so hard. You talk about how hard this work is, which it really is. Like it's just to churn this kind of material out weekly is just a remarkable feat. But when he comes down and sees it, we want to show him that we've done our work too. So it's exciting every week. It's different every week. It's challenging every week, and ultimately when we get to that audience show, it's rewarding every week. It's because we're
Hmm.
making magic, and so far so good. Many seasons to come, I hope.
Well, let's talk about magic and let's talk about lightning strike twice. Uh,
Okay.
Kevin, you've worked with Reba before, and
Hmm.
you have worked on some of the most amazing shows that we've come to love. What
Thanks.
did this project require from you creatively that was different or new?
It's because I'd worked with Reba, and Reba had asked me to look at doing a reboot of the old show, which is how this originally kind of came to be, and it morphed into this. Uh, the beauty of it was I knew because we knew we wanted Melissa in the show as well, so I knew I had these two great comedic actresses. But the challenge of it was I knew these two characters, and how do we make this not just Reba Live? How do we make this a different show that felt like its own show? And that we did deliberately want to tell adult stories. We want to be in the workplace where we're very rarely at home, or if we are, we try. We haven't done hardly any parenting stories because that was the old Reba. So this one is the character in a very different place. And I was saying before that, one of the great things about this one is I could never do a romantic interest for Reba on the old Reba show. It just never seemed to work. She's a brilliant actress, but I never quite bought that she was attracted to the people that we cast opposite her. And
Okay.
we were hoping that with Rex, given that it's inherently there, that might work. And my God, when they first played it, I was like, oh my God, I love this. I think this is fantastic. That alone kind of gave it this whole new spin for me that we were able to tell very different stories with this character. So, yeah, it was in the conceptual stage, it was kind of difficult because I didn't want to just be writing same characters. But
Right.
once it started, especially once the actors came in and they each brought their own personality to these characters, then it became far easier to separate those and write these characters and not write the old characters.
Pamela, for you, Emmett and Bobby have a little something as we begin this season.
They got a little something.
A little something going on. For you, where do you see their arc going this season that will warm your heart and warm the heart of the viewers?
Well, their arc goes all over the place, June. Their arc goes all over the place, and they play every level perfectly. And your heart swells, your heart breaks, your heart does everything. In the rehearsal process, it happens every time. We are so in love with them. First of all, I'm in love with Reba and Rex and with their actual love story. And they are two people who really love to rehearse and really love to work on this material. Reba will ask Rex on occasion to stop rehearsing because perhaps he likes to rehearse too much, but you didn't hear that from me. We are so along for this ride. And it's a beautiful ride filled with some unexpected twists and turns that I think will be well received by the audience.
But isn't
The
that what
scary,
love really is, though? The ebbs and
yeah.
flows of
Yeah, it's life.
going up and down and in and out.
Yeah.
And I want to talk about love for both of you in a different regard. Doing it for so long at such a high level, Kevin, do you wake up and fall in love with this like you did in the beginning?
What a great question that
That
is.
is a great question, Jim. That is a great question. Uh, Not always. Let me put it that way.
Okay,
Um,
okay, okay.
with this show, I do there. I love Pam. I mean, I love Table Day to see the words for the first time, and I love show night because hear the audience and their reaction is that's my cookie at the end of the week for the work we do. It is. I think back to myself when I was on Growing Pains for the first time and walking on that set and the magic of being on a set. Um, there is still that magic. Yeah, there is still that magic. It is something that I have to be more mindful of reminding myself of sometimes because this is a business and the business is not necessarily marvelous all the time. But the people I work with and the material that we do and the shows that we put out, I'm so proud of, and I'm so that I do absolutely love. Yeah.
Kevin, Pamela, thank you so much. I appreciate you. If you're
Thank you,
watching and you're
June.
listening, please tune in to Happy's Place. You will not be disappointed. Check your NBC local listings and listen. Kevin, Pamela, keep up the great work. Thank you so much. This is June Archer at the Winter Circle. Thank you for tuning in.
Thank you, Jim. We appreciate you, man.
Thank you,
Appreciate
June.
you as well. Continued success.
Thank you.
Bye bye.